Hello everyone, welcome back to another miniature video. And in this particular video, we're going to be taking a look at the early 2021 War Machines series. And this is the Ballista. And this is a great outdoor terrain setup. And there's also some pieces that you can use inside of your dungeons or your other buildings or castles or whatever you're going to run an encounter with. So like I mentioned, this is from 2021, and there are a total of 7 pieces in this set. So you can see I've already taken these out of the package, which I am going to save, but you can get a good look of what everything entails with this set by the outer pictures on the box. So let's get these up on the wheel and take a look at them. All right, everyone. So the Ballista is going to come in 3 pieces. So you're going to have your main Ballista piece, and then you're going to get sort of like a fork that you're going to be able to put on 2 pegs on the actual Ballista. Now this is actually pretty cool. I kind of like how it moves back and forth. Unfortunately, the the Ballista is so top heavy that it always falls back down. So you may want to use some glue and put it in a position that you want. That's if you don't care about doing that, which is what I'm probably going to do. But the main problem that I have with this Ballista is the actual housing for the ball socket on the fork. Now, when you put this in and you snap it in, I mean, it is so loose that it just wobbles around. And I think that's a really bad design. I know that it was meant well, but I just think the execution and with using resin, when you push that ball down in there, I'm sure it probably just kind of stretches it out a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Loctite super glue, which is what I recommend for using on miniatures. And I'm actually going to glue it in there because I don't want this thing moving around. I don't want it breaking or anything like that. So but honestly, the Ballista, the detail looks so good on this. Unfortunately, just poor execution on having it 3 pieces. I would have rather just seen it be one solid piece and just call it a day, but that's just my opinion. But it looks good. I mean, look at that. It's like a double recurve or triple recurve. Oh my goodness, there's so much power going on that bolt. Now, then it has the nice gear system, the pulley system that pulls the bolt back. Then it has some handles to kind of steer it. Yeah, really nice. Nice detail. I like the metallic look with the different color wood, the dark brown and like the chocolate brown. And then there's a big old bolt in it already. Now you're also going to get a stack of bolts also. And you can just kind of put this down right beside it. Yeah, it looks really good. And the bolts look good too. I mean, they're huge. They're about the same size as what's in the... So they've got the scale correct on that. Yeah, this thing looks really good. But as you can see, it is just way too flimsy. And it just kind of wobbles, bends, and, just kind of falls because it's so top heavy. Like I said, I'm going to definitely put Loctite super glue on it, and I'm just going to fix that. So, yeah, the Ballista, definitely nice. It's not as big as the other. I will say this, it's not as big as the other War Machines. Now, the Trebuchet, the Catapult, and the Battering Ram, these things are actually huge. And this is definitely the smallest of the 4 War Machines. So... still a nice piece though. I mean, beautiful detail on it. And then you also get a stack of bolts. So here's a familiar sight. Here are those cheval de frise or frise or whatever they are. And these are the things you don't want to leave on the floor if you're playing on the floor and step on one of these. So these are just your typical spikes on a log. And they're good for barricades. And you get 2 of these in every one of the, the War Machines pack. So you'll have, if you get all 4, you'll have 8 of these, which you can make a really nice long barricade. And it would really make your encounter look good. So, but these have a couple of different colors, like a dark brown and a chocolate brown. But yeah, these things are really nice. A nice little addition for the set. And then you can also use these inside of dungeons, or you put these in hallways to kind of block the hallways as an obstacle for your players to kind of take care of. So yeah, this is a nice little addition to the set itself. Now here's a couple of real cool pieces. These are called mantlets, and these are what the soldiers would pull or push or whatever, and they have little wheels. Of course, the wheels don't roll in these, but these are basically portable barricades that the soldiers would put up, and then they would stand behind them, fire arrows, crossbows, wait for the enemy to charge. So yeah, these are pretty cool too. And it has a handle to where, and then it just kind of sets down on the ground, as you can see on the wheel. And yeah, these things are good. Nice, same colors used for everything else. The dark brown, the chocolate brown. Nice, where they use nails and spikes to keep these things together. So yeah, nice detail on these. And you get 2 of these, which is actually a pretty nice bonus. And like I said, like the chevals, you can also use these in like dungeons or whatever else that you need, barricades or whatever for an encounter. So yeah, these are pretty nice. I actually like these. I would definitely use these in dungeons also. These would be cool to put archers behind and stuff. That way they could get a cover bonus. So yeah, you get 2 of these mantlets. And then last but not least, here is the human engineer that you get. He looks really good. He's just standing there with his big old hammer, his work hammer slung over his shoulders. He's just waiting to, I don't know why he has a hammer. I don't think a hammer's needed for this, but it might. I mean, there may be something that you can hit with the hammer to let the bolt go. He's got like a nice leather work apron. He's got some other tools hanging off of his belt. Nice forest green and brown look to it. Yeah, it looks really good. You could use these for, other miniatures. I mean, it just doesn't have to be an engineer. I mean, you could use this for a bandit or an NPC in town, like a smith or something like that. So yeah, really nice little miniature. They're not on the traditional bases like all of the other Icons of the Realms and Pathfinder Battles minis are on, but they're still a nice miniature nonetheless. All right, everyone, there you go. That is the War Machines Ballista set. So let me know what you folks think down in the comments section below. I definitely like the Ballista. Unfortunately, I think I would have made it a little bit different. It's just a little too flimsy. And like I mentioned, you can just take some of this cement glue here, this Loctite, and you can just fix that problem, no problem. But then again, the miniature is going to be frozen in that position. So make sure you get it in a position you want before you start using Loctite on it. So let me know what you think down in the comments section below. And I want to join in on the conversation. And if you liked the video, please do me a huge favor. Give me a like or a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel. And in the right-hand side in the middle of the screen, there is a bell button. Click that as well. You get notified every time that I release a video. So thank you again for watching. And until next time, keep collecting those miniatures.